really get hit with the enormity of Zion immediately when you get through the East Gate with the view of the Checkerboard Mesa.
Everything is just so up close at Zion. It's very different than Bryce or Canyonlands, where you're looking down at things. At Zion, you're more immersed inside the park.
As you drive through Zion, you're literally right next to all these huge, enormous features.
It was so hot the day that we went to Zion. It was in the upper 90s, and we wanted to take May with us just because we didn't want to leave her in the Airstream. We have a system called a waggle, and it alerts us when the temperature gets too hot inside the Airstream. But Zion was 2 hours from where we were, and we just didn't feel like if there was an issue we could get back in enough time. So most of the time that we were in Zion, we were in the car, and we tried to take in the park and see as much as we could.
We just take a short walk down this one paved trail that dogs were allowed on. So the different colored layers in Zion in particular range from 110 million years ago to 270 million years ago. So the bottom layer of rock at Bryce Canyon is the top layer of rock in Zion, and the bottom layer at Zion is the top layer at the Grand Canyon. It was pretty cool to see the desert bighorn sheep in their natural environment kind of moving from rock to rock.
What was really incredible was that they were right there on the side of the road. They were so close and we could see all the detail, and it's not like they were off in the field. It was amazing just to see them right there. So according to the Park Service, at one point there were probably millions of these desert bighorn sheep, and then it got to the point where there were actually none in Zion. So the Park Service in 1978 began a program, and they restored 14 sheep back into the Zion wilderness at that time. But now biologists are actually concerned because there are so many bighorn sheep that they're worried about high population density. One of the things that I've noticed about the national parks is there really is no way to get the scope of it on video. It's just magnificent. It's big. You feel small in the presence of all of the rock and the scope of the landscape. Zion especially, so many of the features are so close to the road and so tall. You find yourself looking up as much as you do looking to the side. We actually took a lot of this video out of our sunroof because that's how close the rock formations were. They were right there. And outside the park, we finally got to see some bison. And we saw this sign, and just obviously this was a must stop here.
What do you think?
I don't know, it's hard to get out of here right now. All right, let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. This is called Thunderberry. So it's a mix of blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry.
Okay. Does the hoe give it a little extra something special?
So I think there's a story behind that. I think the story, when they first made the signs, they didn't have room for homemade or something.
Oh.
I'll have to look it up online later, but because I missed they had a little video in there, and I missed the whole thing on. That's pretty good.